I'm Kent from North Texas. I'm getting ready to install a SoftStartHome onto my Linux air conditioning system. It's a single phase 2.5 ton air conditioning system that I have for my home. It's around a 2,000 square foot home right now, and I'm just going to install it real quick. I'm going to show how it's done, and then it's going to be a temporary installation. This will be going into my my permanent home in about 2 months. But right now, we're just going to go ahead and put this in. It comes with the SoftStart unit. It comes with a bunch of hardware, and it also comes with an informational guide that lets you know where to find your schematic for your particular unit. If you don't have a schematic on there for your particular unit, you can always get a hold of SoftStart, the support group, and send them a picture of your schematic, and then they will go ahead and send you back a schematic of giving you your wiring diagram. And that's what they did with me, and they sent me a wiring diagram. It's all color-coded with step-by-step instructions, and so I'm just going to go over these instructions step by step and install the unit on this, and we'll see how it goes. So the first step was to turn the power off to the unit. So now what I'm doing is I'm taking the cover off of the unit itself. It's just 4 simple metal screws that I can just buzz off real quick. I'll go ahead and remove the cover off of the unit, and I'm looking over the wiring. Since I'm going to take this unit and put it into my new home whenever it's finished building, I'm going ahead and taking pictures of the wiring as it was, and so that way I can put everything back the way it was whenever I took it off there. Now I'm finding a place that I can go ahead and put the unit, and the first step was to connect the blue wire to the red wire that is hooked up to the run capacitor. So now what I'm doing is I'm taking the blue wire and I'm crimping a connector on there, and I'm connecting the red and the blue together. Then I'm taking the black, it says now to connect the black SoftStart wire to the terminal that the red compressor wire was on. So I'm going ahead and putting a female connector that came with the kit, and plugging it into the run capacitor where that red wire was. Now the next step is step 3. It was connect the yellow SoftStart wire to the empty Herm terminal. So I'm putting a female terminal onto that yellow wire that came with the SoftStart. I'm going to go ahead and put that connector on there, and then I'll plug that in. There's several empty terminals on that Herm terminal on that run capacitor, so it's easy. I just found the yellow wire that ran to that Herm terminal. That's what it said in the schematics, and so I'm plugging that into the I plug that into the empty terminal there. Now the next thing is I skipped that step because there's no start capacitor. So now I'm following the black wire that's running from the capacitor to the contact relay, and so I'm finding out now that I don't have my screwdriver, so I went to go get my screwdriver. So anyway, there we go. Now I'm going to go ahead and remove that that black wire from that relay. So the instructions say to whenever you remove that black wire from the relay, you're supposed to connect it to the brown wire that comes from the SoftStart. So that's what I'm doing, is I'm putting a female connector onto there, and then I'm putting a male connector onto the black wire. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to hook those 2 wires, the brown wire and the black wire, I'm hooking those together. The final wire is the red wire, and
that red wire will now go on to where that black wire was on the terminal. I'm now looking through the kit, and I'm not seeing a circle eyelet connector that I need for that. So I'm going to go, fortunately I remember I have one in my tool chest, so I went to go get that. Now I'm going to go ahead and put that circlet connector onto the red wire, and then you'll see me as soon as I get done crimping that onto the wire. Then I'm going to go ahead and put that wire back onto the relay terminal, and at that point I am done. I'm done with the wiring. Everything is all done. I'm going to go ahead and tape up those connectors where I've basically spliced the two cables together with connectors that came with the kit. I went ahead and now I'm just taping those up to protect them. Now I am dressing up all the wiring. The kit came with some wire ties, so now I'm going to go ahead and put the wire tie on the cables and get that all cleaned up. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and turn the power back on. I went ahead and turned the AC on because it tells you to go ahead and turn the AC on to 55. I'm seeing my green light. Everything is copacetic. So now I'm going to go ahead and tuck everything back up inside. Now I'm going to go ahead and put the screws back in and get those all tightened up, squared away, and now it's done. Clean up as everything is ready.
So the unit's all in. It was a very quick installation. Very happy with how it went all together. Super simple. We went step by step with the instructions. The instructions were great, and was able to get it installed in there probably within, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes max. Putting the system in. Probably would have went quicker if I had all my tools that I needed to have right off the bat, which, when do you ever do that, right? So anyway, quick installation, nice and clean. Unit's not showing anywhere. There's plenty of room inside there to tuck it in. My next house, here in about a month or two, whenever we get moved into our next house, I'll take this unit out, put everything back the way it was, and then we'll do another install with that unit. I'll give you all the specs and everything for that, and it'll be more of a permanent solution there. But anyway, soft start, very simple, very easy, wonderful unit, and could be happier.